Hi there, Libra. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. Today, we're going to be doing your love reading. It's a love messages, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Libra, it's going to be a universe system format. We're going to be looking at your energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and then we're going to clarify them. And I am also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Ooh. Wow, Libra. A very interesting energy here. So, from your side in the past, you have the Three of Swords, and then you have the Two of Wands. I feel that in the past, there was a situation that truly hurt you, okay? But I feel that you didn't linger with that pain. You didn't sit with that pain. Instead, you're like, okay, this situation has been bringing me hurt and pain multiple times, and I'm getting tired of that. I'm getting bored with that. You see how this Two of Wands looks like? She's looking outside of her window and she's like, okay, maybe there are better things out there for me. Maybe there are better opportunities. Maybe there are better feelings than what I'm used to be experiencing within this connection. And it kind of like makes sense because the person that you're dealing with, okay, I feel that you were dealing with somebody here who isn't really interested in dealing with a situation or a connection that is all about the collective happiness between the both of you. There is a difference between the Ten of Cups and also the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups talks about self, okay? The things that I do, the things that happens in my life, the things that are being blessed upon me, that gives me a sense of contentment. It just makes me happy. You know, the Nine of Cups is like, is the very things that just makes you feel grateful, that the very thing that just makes you feel content, the very thing that just makes you feel safe and protected. That is the highlight. That's the emphasis, right? It's all about self. Whereas the Ten of Cups talks about the relationship between one person and the other person and the environment and the other people that is being involved within that situation. So I feel that your past person here wasn't really fond with the idea or wasn't really taking it seriously about the collective happiness of the both of you. For some of you, it might also be about them, okay, you know, I only care about you because you being good to me, but I don't really care if I'm having conflict with your family member. I don't really care if I'm having conflict with their children, stuff like that, but they don't really care about the collective happiness, okay? And that's what makes you sad in the past, because you feel that it's important for you to have a relationship where you're happy, they're happy, and the people that are connected with you are also happy. Okay? Because that's very Libra. I have a Libra best friend and she wants everybody to just get along, you know? So, that's the past. In the present moment, however, you have the Nine of Cups and you also have the Knight of Swords in upright position. I feel that in the present moment, you guys are fully in the energy of like, okay, I have been so used in giving myself up for the happiness of other people. And now I would like to chase what's mine. I would like to chase my sense of happiness, my sense of fulfillment. I want to be happy. I want to be selfish sometimes. This is something that is being perceived by the other person as being selfish. Now this person is wondering, like, what are you hiding from them? Because your energy completely changed from how you were in the past. But I get it from your side because, again, one of the reasons why you are turning off your energy towards this person has a lot to do with you needing to look at things from a different perspective so that you could choose which reality, what type of decision do you need to be making in the future. So I get it, okay? But from this other person's side, they're like, I don't get it. Why does Libra changes? For some of them, they'll be like, Libra ghosted me. Libra just disappeared on me. Libra just gave me the silent treatment and etc. But for you, it was necessary for you to do so because you needed to have that space so that you could figure out what is it that you want to decide moving on forward with your life. Now, this person in the present moment, 3 of Cups and also the 10 of Wands, I feel that this person at this present moment, because of how you're no longer, your spotlight is no longer highlighting them, is no longer shining your spotlight on them. They start to feel it, okay? They feel that, okay, again, like, why is it Libra suddenly changing? Why is it Libra is no longer the relationship person that I used to know? Why is it Libra suddenly, disappearing, being cold, ghosting me, and etc.? And it's been taking a toll on them. Why? Because you have been their familiarity. You have been their comfort zone. In the future, Libra, however, 3 of Pentacles and also the Queen of Cups. I feel that in the future, you guys are going to be a lot more emotionally wiser. I feel that you are going to be much more emotionally available. You're going to be much more in control with your own emotions, to a point where you're going to be attracting like a lot of opportunities. Universe is going to be throwing you like a lot of opportunities, and we're going to clarify in a moment. But I do see here is somebody who is wanting to offer you with something that is of practical, and somebody who truly wants to connect with you on an emotional level. But we're going to clarify in a moment, okay? For some of you, this could be about 2 people scenario. We're going to do that, okay? So there is person A. The person A is somebody whom you've had a history with, and that person is somebody who had caused you a lot of hurt. You are trying as much as you could to chase after the very thing that makes you feel fulfilled. This person misses the connection because, again, you're their familiarity. In the future, this person, because it's, again, it's like a comfort zone for you and them. It's like a familiarity for you and them, right? That's why this person is just going to show up and start to be very, very practical. And I feel that there's going to be a bit of a conversation, or there's going to be like a bit of attempt from the both of you to work or reconcile or to solve the problem that you have within this connection. Now, person B. Person B is somebody whom you are not really interested in. This person was also kind of like quite emotionally aloof in the beginning, but as soon as you were both not really interested with one another, but now this person is starting to gain interest with you. This person in the present moment is going to be doing like a drastic step or a drastic attempt in order to pick up where you both left off, because it seems as if like without them, you're doing fine anyway. In the future, you guys are going to have a good emotional connection with person B in comparison to person A. Person A is just somebody who you have like a familiarity, comfort zone with, whereas with person B, you would really notice how much compatible you guys are in terms of emotions. Like you could read them, they could read you. Okay, so that's for the 2 people scenario. Now let's clarify your reading now, Libra. So I want to clarify the 3 of Cups in upright position from their side first. Yeah, I feel that you're just like in the energy of like, no, I just want to get away. I need some space so that I could focus a lot more on myself. I need some space so that I could focus a lot more on my emotions. And your energy is very shocking to them. Okay. After a hurricane comes a rainbow kind of moment with this one. But again, with this one, with this person, they're very much aware of the fact that you are in love with them. They're very much aware of the fact that you guys are very passionate with them. But I feel that with this person, there is a bit of a resistance coming from this person to want to be connecting with you emotionally. I don't know if you know this, but like there are people who just want a partner or a companion, and there are other people who's really looking for like a partner, somebody who they could bond with, somebody who they could be a lover and a best friend at the same time. I feel that this person is much more looking for like a partner or, more like a partner, something that feels familiar without having to deal with all of the emotional things that a relationship brings. Now let's clarify the 10 of Wands from their side. Oh, here you are, Libra. You're very like dead set about your boundaries. Now, especially if you guys are dealing with an Aries or a Gemini or a Scorpio or an Air Sun, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a Capricorn, this person's starting to feel or starting to reminisce about the good memories that both of you shared with one another. There's something here about them. Again, they're starting to feel it, right? Like, wow, like, and there's a bit of a struggle here that is happening between them. Like, which side do I choose? Do I choose my own sense of security and stability? Because they're very comfortable in the way they do things, in a way that they do relationship. And again, there are people like that, Libra. There are people who's like, nah, I'm too old to change. It's either you accept me just like it is or don't. But again, like there are feelings there. So there's a lot of inner struggle or inner conflict that is coming from this person about what should I do? I'm feeling the changes that Libra is doing very heavily. It is infecting me, but I don't know which side should I choose. Will I do something that I haven't done, which is to emotionally connect with Libra instead of focusing just on my emotions and what Libra does that makes me feel, but hearing both parties? Or should I just do things that I am comfortable in doing? They're starting to lose control. Okay, let's clarify the King of Pentacles. Now, this future interpretation is going to depend on whether you're only having one person or two people, okay? We'll start with the one person scenario first. So, if you're only dealing with one person until this day, okay? And you haven't dated, you haven't spoken, you haven't let in anybody's energy into your life and into your heart, into your body. This is your interpretations for the future. I see reconciliations happening. I do. But it's kind of looking good, Libra, but I would really highly advise you to, right now, when you are needing space to be with yourself, I need you to really ask yourself, what is it exactly that you're needing from your partner? What are your emotional desires? What is it? Okay, what is it that you need exactly? I had a reading, I think it was a week ago, where one client asked me, will I have a happy ending with this person? And I was like, what is your definition of a happy ending? Is being married to this guy is a happy ending? Or being married to this guy, or maybe not being married to this guy, but having a long-term relationship with this person, but happy, stable, is the happy ending? What is the happy ending? I feel like this is something that you need to define. What is it that you see, that you want to see within this connection happening in the future? What changes do you want it to be? Okay. And one of the reasons why I'm saying that is because I feel that you, because of the feelings and the familiarity that you have towards them, it's so easy for you to just like, okay, now I'm going this way. And then once this person start to do something to gain your attention, you're like, you know what I mean? And a lot of that has a lot to do with pity for some reason. So there is a lot of opportunities for you to work together and collaborate with this person. But for some reason, I also see that you either feel guilty or you feel pity, and that feeling might cloud your judgment into settling before you get what you want out of this connection. Okay? That's the only thing that I need to remind you of, is like, you need to figure out what is it exactly that you want from them. Like, what is your end goal? You want to have a marriage with them, a relationship with them, or you want something more than that? You are going to feel it because it's very familiar, right? Like, you feel that you've known them for a very long time. They feel that they've known you for a very long time. And it's just like a bond that is truly hard to break. Now, so that's if you're only dealing with one person. If you're dealing with two people, however, remember the person A. Now with person A, again, there's going to be them showing up in your life because of that sense of familiarity. They are going to try to do things that they know that you like in order for them to present themselves in front of you. Like, hey, Libra, I am still here. All of the things that were good that happened in our past, it's possible for us to repeat it. And yeah, and I don't know why, but for some reason, it's just going to make you feel bad about it. It's going to make you feel either pity or guilty about it. And I feel that you may want to try to work things out with this person because you cannot stop thinking about this person. Now with person B, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of opportunities of actually growing things with person B here, simply because emotionally speaking, you guys are very compatible with one another. As your love languages fits with one another, your attachment style fits with one another. You're basically are pretty similar in some ways that you feel differently than you are with person A, because with person B, you feel that, you guys are equal. With person B, you feel that you could still maintain some sort of space and balances for your feelings. You feel that you're getting what you want, practically speaking, from this person, because again, this person is very mature in terms of emotional intelligence. So they know very well on what to do and what not to cross. It has the potentials of it to become like a very long-term type of relationship. But again, I can sense that the dynamic is very different between person A and person B. With person A, you have like a lot of emotional attachment towards them. And with person B, it's very light. You feel that you're in control. You're getting what you want. They're getting what you want. It's very stable. So it's up to you. But I feel that this is more of like the question of, do you want to love or do you want to be loved? If you're dealing with two people. Anyway, let's pull some advice card for you now, Libra. I feel that Libra, at this present moment, there is a dire decision that you need to start to be making at this present moment. The more that you're trying to distract, or the more that you're trying to delay those decisions, the more that you're actually going to dig the holes a lot deeper. Just so you know. A movement here needs to happen, love. And wherever it is that you want to go, whether you want to go with person A or person B, or whether you want to move on or you want to be with this person, but the decision needs to be happening in the present moment, because if not, then you're only going to be digging a deeper hole for yourself to a point where you may not be able to get out, or you can get out of it, but it's going to take like a longer time than if you were to be deciding in it now. And there's no new things happening in your life. There's no birth of something new. Confront the situation dead on. Make decisions in the present moment using your practical skills. Libras are really excellent in their decision-making processes. I understand that Libra does take a long time in making a decision, but I think that the decision needs to be made now. Okay? Maybe not entirely about the other person. So what I mean by you need to make decisions right now is just so that you can commit to it for yourself. So I'm going to give an example. Let's say you have a decision to make in terms of, choosing a school that you would like to target, or choosing like a faculty or a minor that you want to target. Making the decisions in the present moment is going to be a lot easier for you, because you would then know what type of subjects that you need to focus on. Same goes with you. You need to decide what is it that you want. Again, back to the questions. What is your happy ending? Define that. What is it that you want? What is your definition of happy ending? What is your definition of a happy relationship? What is your definition of a relationship that you could thrive in? What is it? Define that. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Libra. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.